Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back for some more gold mining simulator. And just like I was talking about in the last episode, I decided to go ahead and do some drilling. And you see, I've got my gold just went up by about 8 ounces right there. I completely forgot about this. I should have done this a long time ago. So every time you drill a hole, you pull a little bit of gold out of the ground, and that tells you how much gold is in that area. Now, see, I moved to the next square. So we're just going to go from 415. We're going to go up to um, must not have been that much gold in that last area. So 415. Come on. It usually goes up every little bit. So the gold goes all the way down. But all this gold that I've got is from drilling. And I don't understand why all of a sudden it's not giving me gold. Like, what the heck is going on? So either there's not that much gold in this area right here. So what we can do here is still at 415. Like, I know you guys saw it go up right at the very beginning with me. Went from 407 to 415. But what we can do is we can go take a look at the gold map. So if we take a look at the gold map real quick, you can see I'm right here drilling. I mean, it's getting gold readings out of those. So for instance, this right here, 231 we just drilled. Um, it says that there's about 89 ounces of gold there, and that it's drilling depth of 5 meters, and all the gold is toward the bottom part of it. For example, this one went down, it got 98 ounces of gold, went down 5 meters. There's a 20% rich spot at the bottom where you're going to get 0.72 ounces per cubic meter of gold. So, like I said, I don't, um, that is our gold. I just don't understand why all of a sudden my gold total is not going up on the map. Because like it doesn't go up every square, but it was going up every few squares, and I've done quite a few squares now without the total going up. So I'm not 100% positive what the hell's going on. But like I said, we're here to drill this map so we know about how much gold we should get by clearing out squares. And like I said, and I think the thing that we can do is so we can toggle squares and clean up that square. And then when we go do a cleanup, we can verify the productivity of the wash plant versus what our drill results say. I believe that's kind of what I'm going for here. So, um, like I said, I just don't understand why it hasn't gone up. Um, 415. Actually, I think what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to save the game. I'm going to exit real quick. And then see, I got a test one there with the new wash plant because I mean, I wanted to try to figure out how to use it. But anyway, guys, like I said, what do you guys got going on? Let me know what I should do with the gold. Oh, at least it's not raining now. So what should I do with this 415 ounces of gold? Um, should I go ahead and buy better equipment, or should I just purchase the rental stuff that I have? And as I will show you as soon as we get done here, what I want. See there, we just went up to 418, 418. So I must have had some type of glitch or something in the game. I don't really know why. We just picked up 3 ounces from that hole. And let's see if it goes up on this hole. No, okay, stayed the same. So maybe we're not picking up as much out here. I don't really know exactly how we're coming up with these totals, but overall, like I said, I got 418 ounces just from drilling. So, for all of you that are thinking about playing this game, what I'm saying is if you're struggling at first for cash, rent a drilling machine and drill your claim. You'll get some cash that will help you purchase equipment. Like I said, it went up a little bit, but now it's not going up again. Like I said, I don't really understand. I don't really understand what's going on here. 418. So maybe I'm just not picking. Maybe I'm just not in a high gold content area as I was earlier when I was kind of doing some of this work off stream, so that you didn't have to watch me drill the whole entire claim. Up, come on. And like I said, each one of these is labeled, so like I said, we know exactly where the gold's at. And by looking, like I said, at the map, we're gonna know where the hot zone is and where the not hot zone is, and whatever else we want to do. Still at 418 though. That just seems a little odd that it just I haven't gone up any more gold. I'm just sometimes I just don't understand. Still the same. So like I said, in the gold map, you see some of these areas are low concentrated gold and some higher concentrated gold. So we're gonna go ahead and drill these last 3 spots right here. Oh, see there, it just went up, 422. So we just picked up another 4 ounces of gold. So like I said, so like I don't really know what makes it decide that it's gonna go up or not go up. Maybe we didn't hit a good spot. Maybe in some of those richer spots. Oh, there we go, 428. 428. Yeah, so like I said, I don't so like I said, I just don't understand why some spots are like, yeah, here's gold, and other spots are like, get lost, buddy. I would imagine I'm going to hit the bottom right there. And it's a little bit deeper right there than I thought. Still at 428 though. And I probably won't even worry about that last row. I'll just do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots right in front of me. Oh, 434. That was a decent spot right there. So that must be a rich area right here. That's what I said. Like that's why I remember digging around the edge last time. I was getting good gold along the edges of the banks. Gonna go up again? No, it's gonna stay the same. 434. Huh. Like I said, just I wish I knew why I was getting gold out of some holes, and some holes I'm not. So there's 4 ounces. And you see that this doesn't have a rental icon over it. I purchased this. And you see my money total was down to $17,557. However, I'm getting ready to have a giant payday when I go take care of this gold. And we just figure out what we're going to do with the cash. Do I invest it in better equipment? Or do I just go with what I got here? So let's take a look at the gold map again. Um, it's like that hole I just drilled was right there. And it says that there's 56 ounces of gold in that hole. Now, do I believe there's 56? Oh, and I have this one right here that did not drill before. 136 did not drill. I must have missed it, I guess. 445. So we must have got some good gold out of this hole right here. So 136. Says there's 113 ounces of gold. It's got a 40% rich spot. That's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, if you're having money troubles early on in the game, and like I said, I completely forgot about this. But if you're having money troubles, I mean, buy this Bobcat. It was 10 grand. 10 grand, you can have the Bobcat, and you can drill and get, I don't know, $500,000 worth of gold out of the ground very, very, very easily and early in the game. So, what we're going to do here, so like I said, go look at the plant. So, I have purchased the shaker, or not the shaker, the hopper. I purchased the conveyor belt. I have not purchased the shaker yet. I This is mine. I bought the trommel, but I still am renting the what are they? What the heck are these things? I, for the life of me, can't remember what they're called now. Duplex. The duplex jigs. Oh, and I left my gasoline running here till it ran out of fuel. That really stinks. I mean, not a big deal. I got plenty of fuel. But so do we buy the jigs or do we just get better ones? And do we buy the shaker or do we get the better one? Um, so let's go take a glance at how much some of this stuff costs. So, oh, and I need a generator also. I'm renting a generator. So each one of those duplex jigs is $44,000, I believe. And I think the shaker was around 100,000. So, um, so that's the parts store. I thought I could look at the prices here. I cannot. So we're gonna do this. Map, We gotta go down here anyway. Cause we got we should have go we should have went to the forge. We should have went to the forge. Somebody was probably going go to the forge, idiot. What? What is I just heard someone talking to me. Ah, Jesus Christ, someone has got 1,000,000 ounces. Rocky A. I used to do these leaderboards back in the day. But man, I'm telling you what, like it's hard. Um, and I know another gamer that used to be on here also, split in two. He used to stream the hell out of this game all the time also. Um, come on, baby, load. But I don't know. He was heavy into the leaderboards there for a while. I don't know if he's still into this game. I think he's moved on to a different game. I don't know. 180 ounces. Yes, I want to smelt that. And you know what? Screw it. Let's speed up time. Speed the time up. $12.29. But well, like I said, what I am afraid of. Oh, get out of here! I made that jump. I was gonna get on top of the old blacksmith's house. Like I know I've got up here before. Come on, it's fine. So we got 162 ounces out of 180. That's kind of garbage. I still want this freaking Honda. What if that was like a CR 500? Has anybody ever rode the old? Is it XR or CR? But because I can't, I think they changed the number when it went from two stroke. But I'm pretty sure it's a CR 500 two stroke. I mean, that's the thing was freaking nuts. And that's if you could even start it without breaking your damn leg from all the kickback that it had. Um, I didn't personally have one, but my buddy had one, and I only rode it one time because it was freaking nuts. So it's already 7 minutes. Jesus. Or how long does that take? So there's a minute. There's 2 minutes. 3 minutes. But like I said, anyway, like my buddy had one, and it was nasty. I actually never had. I had a Suzuki 252 stroke, and then later I had a. Is it an 03? A 03 Suzuki LTZ 400, a quad four wheeler, whatever you want to call it. That was pretty nasty. All right, so change our game settings back. And I guess we could walk down here. I mean, we could just jump down here with the fast travel. But like I said, and I also had the DRZ. I want to say it was a DRZ 300. Because I think the model after I bought the 300, it ended up being a 350 or a 400 for the dirt bike. But that's what I used to ride on when I was younger. So let's sell our gold bars. We got, oh, 2,000 bucks. So we spent $15,000. So we got $481,000 now. But like I said, do we want to buy our stuff that we have at the mine, or do we want to upgrade? That's what we have to decide. So like that's 50 grand. The shaker, 100 grand. But see, that shaker, that's the next one we need. So that would be all. I don't even have enough money. And these are 44,000. See, these are 286. Like I said, so oh Jesus. So I think what we would be wise to do would be to maybe just purchase what we have. Yes. Because if I start renting this, that's $11,000 a day. Oh, 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 oh. See, this is only $1,700 a day. Like I said, like I don't, but we're not catching all the gold. So I'm kind of torn in. What is this? A transport container. So this was something to do with one of the last updates. So you can buy this transport container, throw all your crap in here, and then transport this from claim to claim without having to drive all your stuff everywhere. Should I think about getting this? See, I don't have this, so I would have. I got rid. No, I have purchased the dump truck. I have purchased the excavator. I've purchased the trommel. I don't have the front end loader. 150. So if I got a front end loader, it's going to cost me 150 grand. I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it's really worth it. But anyway, let's get back over here to the claim. And let's take a look at the gold map. So this is where we were digging. This is where we're digging, right over in here somewhere. So, like, that says 60 ounces, 73, and 80. So, 140. So, if I was to dig up these three pieces right here, I should roughly have 200 ounces of gold. I don't think we're going to get that much. So, if I do this, and I add this one in here, so that'd be like 280 ounces of gold. Let's go take a look at that on the map and see what we got here. Actually, we need to turn all this garbage on. We got dirt in the conveyor hopper over here, and none of this is turned on. So that's on. Water. Is the trommel not on? Did I not turn on the trommel? Oh, I did not plug the trommel in. There we go. I was like, I know the trommel's supposed to spin. There we go now. So let's go get in. So the squares that I highlighted, we're not even to those yet. Or should we dig those squares? No, 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 no. Oh, so I've already dug part of these squares out of here that I've highlighted. So we're definitely not getting, what I say, 280 ounces of gold. Well, shoot. That is going to be tricky on how to do this now. Alright, so if I come down, like I said, I don't even know, I'm not even sure how I want to do this now. Alright, so shoot. Oh. I guess I could toggle a few more squares this way and kind of do a test down this way. Because like I said, this test result's going to be flawed if the material is not... Alright, so let's get us right here. So I know I already got some of that gold. That's what stinks. But how much can we get out of this square? I don't think I can reach the bottom either. So like I said, but at least this way, we're going to get an idea of what... Like I said, I just wish I could reach to the bottom. And you see now that we're taking scoops out of there, the gold content is going down by the color of the line changing. That is interesting. So that means that we're getting all the gold out of that square by the color changing. So we are going to be able to pretty much dig up all that hole right there, I think. But I don't know really how to judge this. how do we judge this? I'm not 100% sure how we're going to judge this area. Because some of the gold's gone. Damn it. But this, I mean, this will get us something close. Like, there can't be that much gold left. I mean, we're making a clean cut right there on that edge. So this square is mostly done. We're getting a little bit of another square though. I don't know, folks, but I tell you what, we did remember, if you're low on gold, drill the damn claim. I don't know why I didn't remember that, but I mean, drilling the claim got us $481,000 pretty much. Because you remember, I was down to like $2,000 by the time I smelted down the gold. So your first 10 grand, get the little bobcat, drill the claim, and I don't know, maybe you'll get. And I've already mined out some of this claim, so like the problem is, how much gold would I got if I wouldn't have already mined some of these areas? That's the question. I mean, I mined that whole edge over there. I mined all that. I mean, that's got to be, what, 20 squares right there. And then another 20 or 30 squares around this corner that I've already mined out that I didn't get to drill. I mean, that could have been another 100 ounces of gold, 500 ounces of gold for drilling the claim. So, if you're having money troubles, drill the claim. Like, for real, drill the claim. Yeah. Almost dumped the dirt on the ground without. Oh, don't even ask. Don't even ask. But see, I drilled that hole, so it should tell me about how much gold was left in that hole. In theory, correct? So if we come in here, get the last little remnants of this edge. So we got a little bit more. I'd say that's probably that corner right there done. And then we come down right here. Get that right there. So another scoop there. So that line is gone. Another scoop on that edge right there. So we got a few more scoops in here. And then we'll go clean up what we got in the plant and just see what we have in the plant versus what it said for gold right here. Like I said, and I know that it's not a perfect scenario, But it ought to be close, right? And then maybe we'll go buy our equipment so that we stop paying rental fees. I'm going to call that probably about as good as you can get an area cleaned up. Because I don't think I can get anything more right there. Maybe. Alright, so I got... that's probably as good as I can get it. Alright, so we're going to go run this through the plant. And then we'll do a real quick cleanup and just see. Because I haven't got any nuggets, so we don't have any nuggets to compromise our quote unquote scientific test under not so strict circumstances. But like I said, we got all that. Run that through. Alright, so we got 31% left to run. And I do have a couple of employees now. I have a gentleman that will swap this bucket out. What else do I have? I forgot what else I have. The duplex jig down there on the bottom. And I think I have a hydraulic expert for the dump truck, so the dump truck moves faster. Alright, so there's all of our material in here. So let's let that get down here to... Alright, so the material is ran. And I'm going to do this cleanup before I even look at the gold map. I think I want to see... So slap that in there. That was pitiful. Oh, we need water. Water. Water, please. So normally we get pretty decent cleanups from that top nugget truck. That was 7 ounces. Not bad. Seven ounces of gold from the nugget truck. Slap that in there and then turn this on. run that bucket. And we have some magnetite we can get rid of too and see if maybe we have enough magnetite to do another upgrade. Didn't I have some magnetite or did I sell it? Did I sell the magnetite that I had? Sometimes I sell off the remainder of the magnetite, so I possibly sold it. Just not 100% sure. So we're going to go from 7 to what? It's about 8. Learning that you can pick up more than one thing at the same time, pretty game changing. Like, I honestly don't know when this update happened, but it's definitely the best update that I've ever seen. Because I've always been like, well, why can't I pick up at least 2 things? I had 2 hands. Like 2 things to pick up would have been nice. So that was roughly a little less than 4 ounces of gold. And get maybe another couple ounces there possibly. Alright, so clean, clean, clean. Alright, so that one there, let that get clean. So 14 ounces of gold. I'm guessing we're gonna double that. Get to 30 more. Alright, so everything is clean. And I don't know why, but I'm not getting any notifications anymore. And I haven't turned any notifications off, so just unsure why I'm not getting notifications of how much gold the cleanup was. Or when the gold nuggetator's done processing. So going from 14, 27, 27. So we didn't even get 30 ounces. Holy crap. No. Alright, so everything is put back together. Everything's cleaned up. Buckets back, buckets back. Well, folks, like, let's take a look at the gold map. So 462 is what we just cleaned out. And of course it says there's 0 gold there. How much did it say was there? So this one's partially missing. So my guess is this one says there was probably a little bit of gold. Like this one says there's 70 ounces here. There's no way there's 70 ounces there. Should we test that one? Like, test. Alright, so what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Where are my... There they are. Like, I kind of want to buy some of this stuff, but the only way that I know to buy this stuff is to take it out of here, carry it over there. Shoot, I'll show you. So, the best way I know to take this crap out. Let's do the shaker. Shaker. Move my machine. Go over here, move my machine. And then let's restore that. Didn't I buy something that would help us with carrying stuff? I did. There's a box somewhere. I think it's in the shed over here. So the problem is the shaker. That's going in. So we need to turn this sucker on. Yeah, that's what we need. Right there. I don't have nothing in the box. Alright. Transport crate. Like I said, I guess that container kind of works like this transport crate. You throw all your crap in there and then you can just transport the container to your next mine site. Because if I didn't have this, I'd have to make 4 trips over here to pick up these stupid... Get down. There's 1. 2. And 3. And like I said, now we can carry this crap all the way over here. I think I have this turned the right way, so when I turn around, it's going to be facing the proper way. Alright, so this is going to go right there. No, thank you. Alright, so... Now we should be able to reach. Ooh, can I reach my hooks? Where's my hooks? Oh, there's one. Found it! Alright, so now I go over here. Let's go ahead and put this back in here. And see, here's the thing. Remember that shaker was 98 grand. But if I take the one that I have been renting, and I hang it over the trash can right here, instead of returning it from rent, I think that the money that I've been using to rent it is taken off of the purchase price, I think. So let's go take a look. It's like, remember, it's 98 grand. So I can buy it for 86,950. So that is 13 grand off. So yeah, I'm gonna buy it. So now it's mine. So now if I look at it, I could sell it, even though I just paid 80 grand for it. I could turn around and sell it for 38. I think I'm getting ripped off. Although I'm not gonna sell it, at least not right at the moment. But we want to take this, and now I got to place it back in here and hook everything back up. Like I said, now I should probably do the 2 duplex jigs also, and just go ahead and rip the band-aid off, get it done. I'm not sure I want to do that, but I probably just need to get it done and get. That way I don't owe rent on nothing. I own. You know what? Yeah, we're doing it. Alright, so we get up here. And let's. And there we go. We're down in there. And you know what? Screw it. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do the 2 duplex jigs also. I probably need to do the freaking generator. And then I will own everything that is around here. Plug? Where's the plug go? Oh, there it is. Plug. Water. I kind of don't want to do this, but you know what? Screw it. We're going to send the big power generator and both of the jigs there. Now, is that wasting a little bit of money? Could I went down there and yanked them out with like the thing? Yes, I could have. But by doing it this way, so shaker. So now I've got to go put the stuff back. But like I said, if I would have yanked it out myself, and I'd come over here, hook on, yank it out, drive all the way over there. If I just spend a little bit of hard-earned cash, the stuff is already over here. Now all I have to do is just go pick it up and put it back. And so that is the front of that. All right, so, and like I said, so what if I do the same thing here? Just gonna come out, hook up, hook up. Then lift it up. Pretty sure that's the right way. And so this was 44,000 to buy. Like I said, I've been renting it for a few days. I don't know how much rent I've paid on it. But like I said, when I get out of here, it gives me a discount. So I'm getting 5,000 off. I mean, you can't argue with that. Buy it. So I think some of the rent money that I paid on it goes towards the cost of purchasing it. If I would have just went there and bought one, we would be having to pay extra. So anyway, guys, I think that's all I'm going to do right now. Um, so we're going to get this set back up. I'm not going to make you guys watch me setting this all back up. I'm going to take care of this off camera. I'm going to do some more mining off camera. But I think what I will do is I will do a better test. Um, so I think, for example, what I'll do is like let's take a look here. Let's go to the gold map, turn that off. So maybe what I need to do is come down here to this one. So this says there's 24 ounces. This one says there's 66. So that would be 90 ounces of gold for those two squares. So maybe I need to come down here and mine those two squares all the way out. Do it like like right now there's no dirt in the plant. So maybe on the next episode, that's what we do. We do our scientific theory the proper way and see how much of this is going to be 90 ounces. And just like that, we're hooked back up there. And like I said, I'm going to take care of the rest of this off camera. So you guys, let's see, hook that up. Oh, I guess I need to hook up my other barrels again. Or do I need to reassign my employee? Maybe I do. So anyway, guys, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. My name's Andy. Appreciate every view I get. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.